Here we go. How was that fast? Spun! Absolutely epic. And he's crashed. Look at that. Incredible. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time champion of the world. It's lights out, and away we go!
Well, good evening, everybody. Wow, this is amazing. After 415 days, thousands of races, and I think it was about 7.6 trillion lateral flow tests, it's wonderful to be together in a room with you all after what has been a tough couple of years. Now, tonight we are here to celebrate both achievement and resilience, and of course being allowed to drink champagne together in a room. And don't worry, we've checked, it is a work event.
Tonight, however, is an extra special night for us as we introduce a new award, and it's the highest award of the lot, the Autosport Gold Medal. This stunning medal, designed for us by Pininfarina and created for us by Mahindra, recognises the handful of exceptional individuals who have not only given a lifetime of service to the sport, but also leave a lasting legacy. We're delighted to have with us here tonight Todt to be the recipient of the gold medal, and we will hear from him and some of the people that he's worked with later on tonight.
Right, now it is time to move on to Rookie of the Year. Recent winners of this award include big names like Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Alex Albon. So joining us to present this award is Formula One Grand Prix winner Johnny Herbert. And his fans. Johnny, always good to see you. Come and join us. Now, we've been celebrating, obviously, British motorsport at the moment. It is in such good health, but what have we got to look forward to in this year, 2022? What's it going to bring?
Well, I think we've got a lot of good things to look forward to on the track. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the concept that we're having for 2022 in Formula One is to make the racing better. So fingers crossed, that is exactly what we're going to get, and hopefully we're going to have more teams, more drivers involved. Let's get Ferrari involved. We've been talking about Ferrari being involved for years. Never quite materialises, does it?
One Ferrari fan back there. Just one.
Yeah, but it's good. But again, hopefully the fight with Lewis and Max will continue. It's great with McLaren sort of having that resurgence. It's great for Lando, you know, doing as well as he is. Hopefully get that race win that he nearly got when he was in Russia. And of course, George up there with Lewis as well. So we've got a load of brilliant stories that I think we're going to thoroughly enjoy to see where they go.
Well, lots to look forward to, lots to keep us all busy. Now it's time to hear the nominations for Rookie of the Year. Round of applause for Romain Grosjean, Oscar Piastri, Mick Schumacher, and Yiffy. Johnny, if you could do us the honours and reveal who is our winner tonight.
Oscar Piastri, of course.
Oscar Piastri!
Oscar's ascent has been rapid and truly spellbinding. Second in British F4 in 2017. It was 2019 where his pedigree came to the fore. Formula Renault Euro Cup champion at first time of asking. F3 champion first time of asking. And of course, F2 champion as a rookie once again.
Well done. Well deserved.
Oscar, it's been a staggering rise for a meteoric talent. Tell us your adaptability, your speed of learning, your pace are all phenomenal. But what's been the secret to this incredible run of success?
I don't really know, to be honest. I joked last year that I had sorbet or ice cream before every qualifying session. So
there you go.
That was a good one. But no, thank you to everybody who voted. And yeah, it was a great season. And looking like a different year for me this year, obviously on the sidelines for the majority of it, but I'm looking forward to the opportunities ahead. Not on the sidelines for long, we're all sure of that. Ladies and gentlemen, your Rookie of the Year is Oscar Piastri. Well done, Todt.
And thank you to Johnny Herbert as well. Right, now we've got to find a man. Bryn Lucas, he's out there somewhere. Who have you found?
Yeah, thanks very much,
There he
Nikki.
is.
Hello. Yeah, I've got Nicholas Latifi here. Now, We've just heard from Johnny that we'd like to see some different names maybe at the top there. Yourself, you've seen a lot of change over the years at Williams. You've got a new teammate as well. What's the relationship like so far with you and Alex?
Yeah, it's been great so far. I mean, obviously we were teammates in 2018 in F2 and yeah, got along very well then. So it feels like we're kind of just rekindling that teammate relationship. So yeah, it's been going great so far. And yeah, I guess as Johnny said, and what everyone's hoping is this year is just going to be hopefully much more exciting racing, closing the gap with F1. And I hope, you know, us as a team, we have a competitive car as well.
For you and for your teammate and for the team itself, what do you have to do in 2022 for the season to be deemed a success? I'll go in gently with that question.
I think the biggest thing for us is just we want to make progress and steady progress. You know, I think going in with the new regulations, new car, it's, you know, so many unknowns, but I think from wherever we start, we want to see progress from the beginning of the year to the end. And yeah, what that looks like come the end of the year, I guess it's a bit too early to tell, but, you know, we'll know if we did a good enough job. So we just got to work hard. Alex and I got to work well together, push the team forward, and yeah, hopefully we have some exciting racing.
We'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much indeed. Back to you, Nikki, and to Will.
Thank you. Nicholas Latifi there talking to Bryn Lucas. So now it is time to go to the new award. It's the Autosport Gold Medal. Now, the idea behind this award is to recognise the handful of individuals who have not only contributed a massive amount to the sports during a long career, but also who leave behind a lasting legacy.
To accept the inaugural gold medal, which has been designed for us by Pininfarina and made by Mahindra, a man who started his career as a rally co-driver, became the head of Peugeot Motorsport, winning the WRC, Paris-Dakar, Le Mans 24 Hours, and the World Endurance Championship, before switching to Ferrari, where he presided over the most successful period in its F1 history with Michael Schumacher and Kimi Räikkönen. On his watch, Ferrari won 14 world championships. That's 8 constructors, 6 drivers, and 106 Grand Prix. Since 2009, he has been a FIA president and a UN ambassador for road safety. But let's hear all about what he's achieved from the man himself as we welcome on stage Jean Todt.
Sean, welcome. An honour to have you with us tonight. It really is, because we're going to reflect from the beginning to the end, hopefully. Not many people may know in this room that actually you weren't born into a motorsport family, a family of racing fanatics. Actually, your parents were doctors. You came from a medical family. What was it that sparked your interest and love in motorsport?
First of all, good evening. Thank you to Autosport for hosting this great event after so many years. Well done, Nikki, because...
Not long to go, but don't worry, nothing's going to happen tonight.
So I think you deserve some applause as well. And yes, my father was a doctor, and it came on its own. I love cars. He did not like cars. Oh, no. And it was no specific reason except my passion, my dream, my admiration for certain people. And in fact, I did not have the career I was expecting, I was hoping first, but finally 55 years back, I'm quite happy.
Good. That's always good. Let's sort of, I know there's so much to cover because that you really have achieved so much, but let's sort of fast forward because obviously you then began your career in motorsport as a very successful rally co-driver. But actually it then turned out that your sort of destiny really lay as this team manager. You created the legendary Peugeot Talbot Sport team. From that period, what were your favourite memories? Can you pick a couple?
You know,
Too many.
It's very difficult. I mean, normally, I don't like to ask this question, what is your... And I was mentioning 55 years. So can you imagine, there are a lot of memories. Some good memories, some bad memories. If I have to try to answer your question, probably my most fascinating memory as a rally co-driver was one event which we competed in '78. for the Mercedes team, together with Timo Mäkinen, who was a legendary rally driver. It was called Vuelta América del Sur. It was all around South America, 30 days, 30,000 kilometers. And probably it was a very exciting event. It helped me to understand Latin America, the mentality, the people, the passion. I was very blessed because at the time the importer of Mercedes in Argentina was Juan Manuel Fangio. So can you imagine being able to be with him? So as a rally co-driver, that's the one. If we speak about rallying, when I was running the Peugeot team, I do remember the first rally Harry won, I think it was in '84, because I was wondering when we started the program if we would ever win one rally. And when we won this rally, I said, we made it. So at least, you know, I mean, it was kind of a securing thing. And at the end, we won all the championships with the driver, with the co-drivers behind. And we went then to Paris-Dakar, where we had amazing experiences. And from there, we went to sports car racing. I was happy to see my friend Derek Warwick, with whom we share so much success. And after that, I thought I did enough in motor racing. I wanted to do something else at Peugeot, until I got one offer from Ferrari, which I could not refuse, remembering me, I mean, the early time when, I mean, that was my dream, and I could never expect I would be chosen to run Ferrari.
Well, before we go into the Ferrari years, we're actually going to get Derek Warwick up on stage, because he was obviously part of that Le Mans winning team back in 1992, and hear a few words from him. So, Derek, we'd like to welcome you up on stage.
First of all, when I signed for Jean in '92, we couldn't agree the number. So he said, don't worry, Derek, I will look after you during the year. I've looked every single day since for that little special thank you, and it hasn't come. So, John, you still owe me. John was pretty special. When I arrived in '92 from Jaguar, I went into the first debrief room after 36 hours of running around Paul Ricard, and there was 40 people in this room, and I'm looking around thinking, what the hell's going on? After half an hour or something, in typical Derek Warwick fashion, I threw a bit of a strop, swore a little bit, and said this was rubbish. So I left the room, I went out the room, sat down, and later on Jean came and sat with me, and he said, what is the problem? I said, we will not win the World Championship, we will not win Le Mans unless you have a better structure. And the good thing about good managers, good bosses, is they do listen. The very next debrief we had was just the engineers and the drivers, and we won Le Mans and World Championship. So, John, thank you very much.
Derek, thank you so much. If you can stay on stage for us just for a while, because Jean, shifting gears, after your triumphs with Peugeot, of course, the call came from Ferrari to move to Formula One. That team, which you assembled, has since been named the Dream Team, one of the greatest lineups in history of people and talent within our world of motor racing. If you could take one quality of that team, and I'm sure everybody here, certainly in a managerial position, would like to know, if you could take one quality from it, bottle it, sell it, what would it be?
I mean, to be afraid to lose, you know, and then to say that never anything was given for granted. And probably, and I'm happy to have my friend Stefano here, because he was over 15 years part of it. I mean, to be together when things were going bad. And it happened very often. And that's what makes us stronger. Not the success, but the failure.
A big part of that team, obviously, was Michael Schumacher. His son, Mick, has sent this message on behalf of his father and the Schumacher family.
Hi, Jean. Congratulations. But first and foremost, thank you for everything you've done for the sport and for my family. As you always say, we're one big family, and I think that's true. I hope you enjoy this evening. It is so well deserved, and I can't wait to see what's up next.
And here to pay his own tribute is your former colleague from Ferrari, the sporting director then, now CEO of Formula One, Stefano Domenicali. Stefano, you watched Jean as your leader at Ferrari for many years. Now you're the CEO of Formula One. What did you learn from him in your time together, and what do you think his legacy within this world of motorsport will be?
Well, difficult to say words because as I know Jean since 1993 and with whom I spend more time than with my family, I would say is with facts, not with words. So dedication, full dedication, as Derek was saying, looking into the details and never forget what was being done the day before, because it's always the way that you need to keep the trace on what is happening and never be complacent on what you're doing is the way that I would say this is his legacy, not only to me, but to the world of motorsport.
Let's hear then from another member of your illustrious and hugely successful team, that dream team, Felipe Massa.
My dear Jean, you know you are like a second father for me, and I'm here to congratulate for everything you did on your career, for motorsport, for safety. Jean, also for me, you are one of the most important person on my career, together with my dad and also with Nicolas. So I really wish you all the best for your future. It's still a lot to do, Jean, I tell you. And big, big kiss, I love you, and congratulations.
Oh, lovely. So he's obviously got a long list of things for you to do still. Now, Jean, the third chapter of your career, of course, is the 12 years just completed as the president of the FIA. It is an unpaid role, but that carries a huge amount of immense power and responsibility. And the list kind of goes on when you look at the achievements that you've made, from Formula E to the Halo, from Action for Road Safety to the F1 budget cap, Women in Motorsport, and of course the purpose-driven movement. But out of all of that, I'm going to ask you the difficult question again. What do you value the most out of your time as the FIA president?
It has been a very interesting experience. I must say I took that as a full-time job, so I'm not the kind of representative of the sport or mobility around the world, but really as a daily work. And I was very happy to build a strong team, you know, and to have a united team, and of course to try to address each single category of motorsport, to create or recreate some categories. We spoke about Formula E, but sports car championship, cross-country world championships, the pyramid of single-seater, karting, Formula 4, 3, 2, 1, and to have a team at a level of a Formula One team at FIA, which is not obvious, because, I mean, contrarily to being directly involved in a team where you see action results, here, I mean, it's a much more bureaucracy organization, where it's more difficult to motivate the people. But I think I end up with a very motivated team, and also, of course, to get to know the FIA family represented in 150 countries, sporting federation, mobility organization, and of course, creating synergy and working a lot on safety. Safety in motor racing. We don't want any more lost in motor racing. We don't want injuries. And we know it remains dangerous, but we can do every time more. And we need to learn. And of course, to address that on the road. I mean, the road, we are talking about COVID-19, but the road is killing more people. It's #1 cause of deaths and injuries for youth between 5 to 29. And we have the prescription. So I think it is important that as a global motoring community, we address that better.
A role that clearly requires a relentless amount of work. And now we're going to bring a man who has worked very closely with you, actually, over the last 9 years, making Formula E a reality. Welcome, Alejandro Agag. Welcome, Alejandro. Now, for those who haven't had the opportunity to work with Jean Todt, if you could sum up what it's like to work with Jean in a few words.
Well, hello everyone, and first let me say hello to the best part of Jean Todt, Michel, Leo. So nice to see you here with us, Michel. And thank you for all your friendship all these years. And Nico, thank you. And to sum up what Jean has done these years is very difficult and will take a long time. I'm just going to touch in a few points that for me can define an incredible era for motorsport. Of course, Formula One. Formula One, when Jean arrived, was not in the best place. Martin Brundle just said, Formula One is in the best place. He has seen it for 40 years, and I agree. And that has a lot to do with the work of Jean Todt. Now, Formula One has this fantastic CEO, has a new Concorde agreement, has a very, very bright future, biggest audiences, an amazing end of season. Congratulations, Christian. I don't see you, but that was fantastic. Toto's not so happy, but you know, happens. But you see it before and after. Another example, this closer to me, is Formula E. The story of the dinner in that restaurant in Paris is well known. On February 2011, it was Jean Todt who came with the idea, we have to do an electric world championship. And we did an electric world championship. I was lucky enough, and thank you, Jean, for allowing me to be part of that project. That has been, of course, the biggest opportunity of my life. And here we are still, and Formula E is going strong, thanks to your guidance. But I finish with the last one, because for me, where I really saw one of the rare qualities that you don't see many times in life, where I saw true leadership, was when Jean went ahead with the halo. And it was a moment when motorsport, and us, the people in motorsport, were a bit lost. You know, the loss of Jules Bianchi, and you know, of course Nico knows very, very closely, was a terrible blow for everyone in motorsport. But people didn't know where to go. We were confused, we were lost, and it takes a leader to see where to go and to carry everyone behind. And I remember at the time, people were not convinced that the halo was the right solution. But the president was convinced. The president took that direction, and that direction has effectively saved lives of drivers after that. So I think motorsport has a huge debt of gratitude with President Todt. And all you have achieved, and so do I. Thank you, President.
Thank you, Alejandro.
Wonderful words, Alejandro. Now we have one final message, this time from a legend of the sport, in 1992 F1 world champion Nigel Mansell, 30 years since his title triumph, of course, and a few words from him on behalf of the British motorsport industry.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Jean. Wow, I mean, I go back over 40 years, probably closer to 50 years that I've known you, and been incredibly amazed at your success in motorsport and various endeavours you've done. Just to pick one, your time at Ferrari with Michael Schumacher was the most amazing thing to witness. The reliability in the cars was outstanding and far outstretched any of the race team at that time. I'd just like to say, on behalf of UK motorsport industry, that we want to recognise the immense contribution, Jean, that you've made to motorsport and the lasting legacy you've left for the future generations of competitors and fans and drivers. and it is absolutely outstanding. So, in one word, massive congratulations, and for the future, which I know you've got other endeavours you're going to now, I know you'll have massive success with that, and congratulations again, John, and all good wishes to you, and thanks for all the incredible service you've done for the drivers and the fans and the manufacturers with the FIA. Congratulations, John.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
So, Stefano, if you would do the honours for us, please, and present Jean Todt with the inaugural Autosport Gold Medal.
And Jean is also going to be accepting the Gregor Grant Lifetime Achievement Award tonight.
Our thanks, of course, to Derek Warwick, Stefano Domenicali, Alejandro Agag, and, of course, Jean Todt, who would like to say a few more words, and, of course, we will and must allow him to do that.
No, thank you. You know, alone I would not have any success. And if I had success, because I was ambitious to have people around me. So I think I would not like to share this success without my friend here, my wife Michelle, if you will join me, and my son Nicolas.
Wonderful. Now, have you got enough hands? You've got two. You can carry both of them. Well, there we are. Making it a family affair, which is exactly what it should be as well. Congratulations once again to Jean Todt, everybody.
Let's take a few minutes to look back at some of the great stories from 2021 from the world of international motorsport.
The 2021 international racing season truly bounced back from the global health pandemic and was highlighted by the epic title battle for the Formula One World Championship between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. The pendulum swung between the star drivers from Mercedes and Red Bull, and inevitably, there were flashpoints between them at Imola, Silverstone and Monza. The outcome was a history-making first World Championship for Max Verstappen, becoming one of the youngest Formula One world champions in history. There were also wins for Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas, as McLaren and Alpine also claimed memorable victories. In F2, a new race format meant there was more action than ever. Australian rookie Oscar Piastri was the standout driver of the season, while China's Guan Yu Zhou used his performances to springboard into F1 with Alfa Romeo. In F3, Norway's Dennis Hauger beat Jack Doohan, son of motorbike legend Mick, to the title. The 89th running of the Le Mans 24 Hours saw Toyota claim victory in a race that featured the exciting new hypercar rules for the first time. Mike Conway, Kamui Kobayashi and Jose Maria Lopez achieved their first Le Mans win and Toyota's fourth in succession. That trio also claimed the FIA World Endurance Championship, which featured a dramatic conclusion to its GTE category when Ferrari and Porsche clashed in the closing stages, with Ferrari coming out on top, just as it did at Le Mans. In America, Helio Castroneves scored a record-equaling fourth Indianapolis 500 victory and climbed the fence once more, this time with the Meyer Shank team. The man he outdueled that day, Alex Palou, went on to taste title glory in his first season with Chip Ganassi Racing. Romain Grosjean made a heroic return after the fiery Bahrain Grand Prix that ended his F1 career, while another F1 refugee, Marcus Ericsson, scored his first victories in the series at Detroit, and then at Nashville he came back from this flying moment to take the win. In NASCAR, Kyle Larson and Hendrick Motorsports were a match made in heaven, scoring 10 wins across the season, including the winner-takes-all championship race in Phoenix. Electric motorsport is more relevant than ever, as Extreme E brought its environmental message to our sport. Meanwhile, Mercedes found Formula E glory with Nick de Vries in a dramatic final weekend of racing in Berlin.
Well, that leads us nicely into the hotly contested International Racing Car of the Year award, presented by Blink Experience. Of course, behind every great driver is a great team of engineers building a great car. So to present the award is Le Mans winning engineer and part of the judging panel for the Young Driver Award, Lena Gade.
Lena, thank you for joining us. Now I'm going to ask you the million-dollar question, really. What is it that you think makes a championship-winning car?
I guess it's the team behind it. You have all of the engineers and mechanics and drivers, but in order to make it work, you've got to kind of gel them all together. So there's a team element there.
There is the team element, but I suppose what made your team a winning team in Le Mans?
I think it was respect. We were allowed to do our jobs. When we got things wrong, we addressed the issues straight away, but we didn't dwell on them. We moved on. There was no kind of coming back to those problems again and again. So yeah, it was quite unique.
What an amazing achievement. But now let's go to the nominees for this award. They are the Mercedes EQ Silver Arrow 02. The Mercedes W12, the Red Bull RB16B, and the Toyota GR010 Hybrid. Lena, if you could do us the honours with the red envelope and telling us who our winner is.
So the winner is Red Bull RB16B.
Thank you. Right, so now we're going to get the engineering team up on stage. It's been a great season for Red Bull, of course, and collecting this award. We have with us Pierre Wash coming to join us. We also have Paul Banahan, Ben Waterhouse, Rob Marshall, Enrico Balbo, and last but not least, Paul Everington. Welcome, gentlemen.
Go into the middle. Yeah, I guess we'll start with you, or you can speak on behalf of everyone. I suppose it was an incredible season for Red Bull Racing, and it started right from pre-season testing, an incredible start to the year. And from that point on, you guys had a target on you. How different was this year? How special was it for you? And when did you know that this could be the year where it all came back for you?
Clearly the car was quick from out of the box. You know, compared to the previous year, we recovered most of the lap time we were behind from our strong competitor. And clearly after the first race, we saw that our car has a capacity to win. It's not coming by chance, but you know, due to the part of the team here, and the guy at the factory, and the people operating the car for sure.
A fantastic job from the whole team, from the whole crew. The RB16B, Red Bull Racing, is your International Racing Car of the Year. Many congratulations.
And Lena to present the trophy. There we are. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now, there might be a few familiar faces in this list as we present the British Competition Driver of the Year, which of course excludes any driver that's been nominated for International Driver of the Year. Last time out, the winner was Lando Norris. And to present the award, please put your hands together and welcome Formula One Chief Technical Officer, Pat Simmons.
Hello, Pat, welcome. It's a huge year for Formula One, obviously. Massive regulation change and only a couple of weeks to go until the cars hit the track for the first time. How are you feeling about it?
Well, pretty excited. I mean, we had such a wonderful year last year. We had 2 rookie winners. We had the emotional win for McLaren at Monza, you know, so we've got a lot to follow. But I think we've got a great car. I think we're going to have a fantastic season.
Wonderful stuff. Looking forward to it.
Indeed. Now it's time to take a look at the nominees. Mike Conway, Jake Dennis, Lando Norris, and George Russell. If you could do us the honours, Pat, who is our winner?
And the winner of the British Competition Driver of the Year is Lando Norris.
Now, unfortunately, Lando can't be with us tonight, but he has sent us this acceptance speech.
Hello everyone, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, apologies, I'm not able to join you all tonight at the Autosport Awards. It's probably my first year for many, many years. I'm not actually able to be there. I've been there since I was a little boy. But anyway, the more important thing, I am accepting the award for British Competition Driver of the Year. And in a way, this is more important than winning the Formula One World Championship. If I had to choose, I'd prefer the British Competition Driver of the Award because it's voted by the fans, the amazing Autosport fans. And that definitely tops Formula One World Championship. So I'm very, very happy. It was obviously a very good season that I had last year, my best in Formula One to date. But on the flip side, hopefully this season coming up is even better, more progressed, an evolution of myself and things constantly improving. So I'm excited. I hope you are too. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for the award, the beautiful fans of Autosport, and I'll see you all soon.
Well, he's had some good media training there, that's for sure. Now we'd like to welcome, to collect the award up on stage on Lando's behalf, McLaren Racing CEO, Zak Brown.
How you doing?
Hello, good to see you. How are you? Very well, thank you.
Zak, Lando was so close to his first win in 2021. What kind of a driver have you got on your books? What kind of a driver have you got in Lando? And what do you think he and you guys can achieve in 2022?
So I think we have a future world champion on our hands. I think he demonstrated this year that he's definitely capable of winning races. We need to give him a car that's capable of winning. We had a couple chances this year, but he's been a treat to work with, and ever since he won the McLaren Young Driver Award here, we've just seen him grow and grow in maturity and in pace, and he's a pleasure to work with.
So now it is time to move on to International Racing Driver of the Year, which is presented by Pirelli. Now, as you all know, it's been an absolutely barnstorming season for Formula One. And another fun fact for you, the Global Formula One Fan Survey, released in October, showed that audiences are getting younger, more female, and the enthusiasm for Formula One was clear, with the top attributes being exciting, entertaining, and competitive. Exactly what you want it to be. And that was from a global audience panel of no less than 167,000 fans across 187 countries. So a pretty impressive result there. Obviously, IndyCar, Formula E also had thrilling seasons and crowned exciting new champions. So here to present this award is former Williams and McLaren Formula One driver, Indy 500 winner and IndyCar champion. Please welcome Juan Pablo Montoya. Good to see you.
Juan Pablo, we've got to talk about it very quickly, the ending to the 2021 Formula One World Championship. Max and Lewis, what did you make of the season?
I think the season was unbelievable. I think for any racing fan, honestly, the way I think the Red Bull dominated the first part of the season, and then how Lewis came back, and then how Red Bull came back, and you couldn't have it any other way. You know what I mean? The way it finished, somebody's gonna say it was disappointing one way or another, but as a fan watching from outside, and the people that were just starting to watch Formula One, you couldn't ask for a better show. It was unbelievable.
And quickly, you've got to be so enthralled about the way that IndyCar's going at the moment. Such an exciting field of talent, young drivers coming back against the old guard, and Alex Palou, just a phenomenal champion.
Yeah, I think, Palou did an amazing job. I think, at the other side of the coin, you had, Elio winning the 500, and, we're going back with McLaren this year for the 500, so hopefully we can get it done. Last year we were close, but we were missing a little bit, and I think we're on the right track.
Sensational.
All right, so here are the nominations for International Racing Driver of the Year. Lewis Hamilton, 7 times world champion. Alex Palou, IndyCar champion. Max Verstappen, Formula One world champion. And Nick de Vries, Formula E world champion.
And the winner
Ta-da.
is Juan Pablo.
Max Verstappen.
Now, sadly, Max Verstappen can't be here with us tonight, but he has sent us this message.
Hello everyone, Max here. First of all, of course, I want to say a big thank you to all the fans voting me International Racing Driver of the Year. It's been a very intense year, so all the support I got throughout the year was amazing. But besides that, of course, I also would like to thank Red Bull Racing and Honda for providing me with a winning car. The ultimate goal was, of course, to win the World Championship, so now we've achieved that. It's something truly incredible, but of course I'm also looking forward to this year again and see the Orange Army all over the world again. And I hope you guys all have a great evening. Enjoy.
An unstoppable driver there. And we'd now like to welcome Christian Horner to collect the trophy on his behalf.
Christian, you've been part of Max's journey since his really earliest days in single-seaters. How much has the kid you first met changed into the world champion that we see now?
Well, obviously he's developed and matured, a lot during the last few years, and really, the way he drove last year was outstanding. Every race, and to go up against such huge opposition with Lewis, also at the top of his game, it was like a heavyweight boxing match. From Bahrain, the first race, to the last race in Abu Dhabi. So, and Max, he led more laps than all other drivers combined, won more races than any other driver last year, and fully deserving of everything that he's achieved.
Sensational job, a deserved world champion. Christian, we hope you get that to Max for us. Max Verstappen is the International Racing Driver of the Year. Christian, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so now it is time for the grand finale of the evening, the presenting of the 2021 Aston Martin Autosport BRDC Young Driver Awards. Now, tonight's winner is going to join recent winners like Lando Norris, George Russell on that roll call of honour that stretches back to 1989, when David Coulthard became the first winner, followed less than a decade later by future world champion Jenson Button.
To make the presentation, please welcome Sporting Director of Aston Martin Aramco Cognizant F1 Team, Andy Stevenson, Chief Editor of Autosport, Kevin Turner, and BRDC Director, Darren Turner.
Now, a reminder, of course, that the overall winner receives no less than £200,000, a Formula One test with Aston Martin Formula One team, membership of the British Racing Drivers Club, and an Arai helmet.
Andy, question to you. Many thanks, of course, to you and to Aston Martin for your support with this partnership. What makes this award so special, both to you personally and to Aston Martin?
Well, I think for me personally, history just speaks for itself. Everybody who's won this award previously has gone on to have incredibly successful careers. Darren, not too bad yourself. And I've had a pleasure to work with many of them. Unfortunately for me, I'm still working. Most of them have had successful careers and retired very comfortably. So good luck to them. But and for Aston Martin, we're incredibly proud to back this. For us to be able to help future stars go on and take on the world and win world championships, we're really, really proud to be involved.
Exactly. Darren, I mean, obviously, as a former winner, what does this award signify in the sport today?
I think it's still very much on the international scene, the only award that for young drivers that's out there that can really give a stepping stone for the next stage of anyone's career. And I don't really see any other country that's actually put their sort of effort behind the young drivers and bringing them on to the next level. And certainly, if you look at all the previous winners, they've all had a great opportunity off the back of this award. And it'll be the same for the finalists tonight, the winners tonight. It's just a great moment for them, and hopefully it's going to give them a long shot, a great career ahead of them.
How are the nerves of the finalists at the moment?
I can imagine from my own experience, this was the worst evening ever until the announcement. And certainly I didn't eat anything on that night in '96. So hopefully they've been able to enjoy most of the evening, but I'm sure the nerves are really starting to stack up now.
Well, without further ado, let's recap on the nominees for 2021. Oliver Bierman. Johnny Edgar. Louis Foster. And Zach O'Sullivan. Now, while the judging panel actually, of course, know exactly who the winner is and why they won, we genuinely have no idea. We don't know. It's not in an envelope. We don't know.
No, we get a voice in our ear, like Ant and Dec on X Factor, so we are waiting to hear. So I guess it's the moment we've all been waiting for.
It is indeed. I've got a voice in my ear, so I can announce
Don't get it wrong.
the winner of the 2021 Aston Martin Autosport BRDC Young Driver of the Year Award is Zach O'Sullivan.
Zach O'Sullivan, the winner of the 2021 Autosport BRDC Young Driver Award. Zach, massive congratulations. Andy, if you would please present the award to Zach.
Put you through your paces there.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, my heart went a bit up then. But yeah, it was an awesome experience. I really enjoyed the 2 days at Silverstone. I came in here with pretty low expectations, just trying to brave out the night. Didn't eat too much, but yeah, really happy to win, and thanks to everyone involved, of course.
I mean, this massively changes the trajectory of your career now. Is this sunk in yet? A bit early.
A bit. It's been a pretty surreal week for me, actually. Earlier in the week, I was signed by Williams as an academy driver. Now this, and it's my birthday, so pretty good 2 days.
Happy birthday, then.
Andy, if you would present Zach with the trophy. They're both his.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zach O'Sullivan is your 2021 BRDC Autosport Young Driver of the Year.
Sky Sports F1. Feel it all.